Today, we'll be looking at the history and development of railways in New Zealand. Let's start by thinking about what a difference they made to people's lives, the people who were living in New Zealand in the 1800s. Before the railways were built, transport could be slow and unreliable. Goods were often transported by sea for the first part of their journey and then up or down a river to their destination. Using the road to transport heavy goods would have been impossible. There was too much mud and too many stones. But once the railways were built, everything changed. Farmers could send their milk by train. Wood and coal could get to the factory faster, and the railway also meant that meat could get to the shops much more quickly, and I'm sure that customers were happy to buy it fresh. Another thing we should think about is the impact that the development of the railways had on the New Zealand landscape. During the 1900s, many forests were cut down so that railways could be built, and next to the railway lines, it was then necessary to construct many towns. They were created for the thousands and thousands of people who worked on the railways and their families. Now, one interesting difference between the railway in New Zealand and railways in other countries is that New Zealand trains have always been used to carry more goods than people. In other countries, passengers use trains to travel from city to city or to commute to work, but this didn't used to happen so much in New Zealand. However, nowadays, it is becoming more and more expensive to buy petrol, so a greater number of people are choosing to buy a train ticket instead. Many railway lines are no longer used, which is a great shame in my opinion, although the government is still deciding whether it is possible to create a new network in the city centre, for electric trains, of course. If you want to see some steam trains in action, I suggest you go to the museum. I think it's on the first Sunday of every month that the old steam engines are started up and you can go for rides up and down the line.